Hey everyone, this is PrinceBrightstar and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. Now, we're about to head into the Susano fight. However, I am a bit worried here. Shortly after ending the last stream, I learned there is a bug associated with the fight that could lock me out of playing this character. I've done what I can to try to protect myself, but we'll have to see what happens here. Anyway, let's get this started. Alright, here we go. So let's put on Shield Oath. And yep, let's just go ahead and get this going here.
Let the Revel begin!
So far, it seems fairly straightforward here for the fight itself. People need to stack there. I'm going to hold him in place. And there's apparently a dark cloud over there. And that is going to cause a line AoE.
The seas part or we alone?
So far, what I was thinking related to the different platforms doesn't seem to really be coming into play here. That seems to be some kind of a hot wing effect. I'm going to join for the stack this time. Alright.
The seas part or we alone?
Alright, that's another stack there. This time we've got 2 dark clouds up. Oh, and they even do multiple casts here. Did he use some kind of a tank buster there?
The seas part or we alone?
There's another stack.
Our hearts sing in the chaos!
This must be his ultimate. Oh boy, he got big.
Wild and pure and forever free!
not really certain what this thing is here. I guess we need to try to break this if we can. Okay, so we'll keep that in mind for next time. Trying to get confirmation here on that. Okay, there we go. That kind of makes sense then, yeah. Alright, so we're just, here we go. Here's another DPS. And we'll be able to pull as soon as they get buffed up. Here we go.
Let the Revel begin!
I guess we didn't get far enough for the echo to activate on that one.
The seas part, for we alone! The seas part, for we alone!
I think for the time being, I won't use all of the Holy Spirits that I can, since this is still technically leveling content, and that way I would be able to throw out a Clemency when I need to. White Mage is really catching up on Enmity. I wish they would pop their thing that halves it. If they still have that ability, that is.
The seas part, for we alone! Power heart, king in the
Alright, here we go.
Conscience pure and forever free!
There we go. Guess he's trying it again here. So this mechanic is actually very similar to what happened in Dunscape with the, I think it was the Gate of Life, or Death Gate, something like that. There we go, we broke it.
Resilient souls, I salute you!
So it seems like this guy is just looking for the thrill of the fight from how he's responding here.
Earth and stone at our beck and call!
Oh, we gotta break some people out, it looks like. Well, I guess there's nobody in that one.
The seas part, for we alone!
Okay, that's getting busy.
And stone at our beck and call!
Okay, so he basically drops a bunch of stones onto the ground. You gotta free the other player, and also pay attention to which stone the player actually went into. Right, there went the limit break.
The seas part, for we alone!
10% left.
The seas part or we alone.
And down he goes! Okay, so my understanding of the situation here is the problem occurs using this exit here. So instead, I'm going to use this leave function here. It says it abandons the duty. I hope that is not actually the case here. Okay. Alright, meanwhile, off the coast of Othard. I know that looks bad, that's part of the protection I gave myself here.
Nary a peep from the shellbacks, sir. It's enough to make one wonder.
The Red have sounded the alarm. The Isle of Zeki under attack. Fierce fighting in the stronghold. The vault breached by outsiders and strange tales from deep within. All this the Red cannot ignore. Even now, they abandon their posts and flock to the Isle. The Garleans are powerless to stop them.
I'll be damned they did it. Well, Captain, wagers notwithstanding, I dare say we will not have a better opportunity to drive the Imperials from Asari and rescue our men. On the other hand, naught was put in writing. But if your mind is made up, then that is that. I should add that if you were to change your mind, none would gainsay your decision, nor think you beholden to your past. Nor would anyone begrudge you a spot of revenge into the bargain. Like the little miss said, we knew this day would come.
Isari may be a rotting husk, but at least the tavern keeper never watered down his drinks.
Well said for a temperate man.
Hear me, comrades! We made a bargain with the Eorzeans, and I mean to uphold our end of it. I mean to remind the Garleans that this is our sea, that all here belongs to the Confederacy. All that is theirs is ours for the taking, and take it we shall. We will strip them of everything they hold dear.
This one is iron. My hands will break before he speaks.
Kami, give me strength. Are you good at anything? I'd hoped this might prove more productive than blind inquiries, but I see you are determined to waste my time. Very well. Line them up. Kill one for every question he refuses to answer.
Hurt them, and you will get naught from me.
You have given me precisely that thus far, so what have I to lose? Mark me, samurai. I will find Lord Hien, be it with your help or with your heads.
Confederate scum! You will pay for that!
Confederacy. They've come to save us!
And this after I took such pains to cow them. Even pirates have their pride, I suppose. Enough to march to their deaths, no less. Oh, the stupidity of it all. It truly is a sickness. I shall just have to lance the boil. Drain them of every last trace of honor and compassion. Every last drop.
My lady, I'm going outside. The Kami are not finished with you yet.
There's no end to them. They just keep coming.
Then we must be doing something right. We have to hold out for as long as we can. He's counting on us.
Susano is slain! Slain by the Shellless One!
Is it true? Did you defeat him? Well, in that case, how do you fancy helping us keep the Kojin occupied until the Confederacy make their move? Speak of the devils, that's coming from Isari.
I think we've done all we can here. Let's withdraw and make for the village.
Right. Although, they don't seem keen to let us go.
Hear me, Kojin of the Red. We have no quarrel with you, only your Imperial masters. No more blood need be shed this day. I pray you let us go in peace.
You dare speak to us of peace? Your flesh will feed the fishes, thief! Attack!
Now's our chance. Don't worry about her. She can handle herself.
I can't let you take all the glory, can I?
Alright, and with that, we have actually made it out. Good. Okay. Let me now set the settings back to where they should be here. Alright. Okay, yeah, so basically, just to explain why I had to do that. Effectively, what was happening is there is a DirectX error that is affecting players that complete the Susano fight. And I felt that the best way, based on what I had been reading, was basically to set the game settings as low as possible in terms of how far down they could go. And that way, effectively, whatever was being called in the DirectX process was not going to effectively break it. So, now that we are out, we can continue on our way here. So, let's head up and speak to Lise. And it looks like we actually need to head kind of distant from here. So actually, I'm going to dive back under. And let's hop on our Magitech armor. There we go, now we're making some progress. We're almost to shore. I think we're safe. I didn't see any Kojin following us. Wait here. I'm going back for Alice. She stayed behind so we could escape. So that you could escape, not me. And that was a mistake. I should have been the one to stay behind, not her. So I've got to go back. If we lose her, I'll never forgive myself. I was the one who dragged you all into this. It was my fight, not yours. I knew that from the start, but I also knew I couldn't do it alone. But I've asked too much and let too much happen to you all. I have to make this right, and I have to do it on my own. So let me go, please. I'm asking you as a friend. I have to help her. You can start by finding me a towel and some bandages. Brr. Alice! What? Why are you looking at me like that? I said I was going to distract them, not make a heroic and ultimately futile last stand. Who does that anyway? For the love of... This is stupid. You're embarrassing yourself and me. Shut up and let me have this. Right, that wasn't so bad, was it? Now then, we need to hurry back to Isari. Alright, let's speak with Lise again. I don't see any soldiers. Do you think the Confederacy drove them off? Alright, let's see what we've got here. This is still lower end for us. So let's grab that. Oh, and mount speed on the Ruby Sea has increased. Nice. Something definitely happened here. I see several people who look like they might be injured. Let's give them a hand and find out what we missed. Do I need help? Oh, I'll be fine. It's nothing that won't heal. You should go after Lise. So aside from... Actually, we're not looking for Lise just yet. We're looking for people in need of some help. I remember you. You're the one who saved me from the Doman catchers. Thanks to you, we managed to rescue the fishermen and my kidnapped comrades, one of whom joined the Confederacy with me long ago. It would have broken my heart to have had to bury him. Oh, and if you're looking for the captain, you'll find him in the tavern. Alright, that is going off there. And as much as it is an S rank, this is quite the distance that we would have to come back here, so I'm going to pass on that one. Ah, you're not an Imperial. Is it over? Kami be praised. I was certain she would have us all killed and burn Isari to the ground. Or kill us after making us watch. Or barricade us in our homes before putting them to torch. Thank you, my child. When the fighting started, I tried to run and hide, but fell and could not regain my feet. I thought for sure we would all be slaughtered, but the pirates drove them off. I never thought I would see the day when the Confederacy came to our aid. Alright, let us report back to Alice. Back already? What have you learned? At the tavern, you say? In that case, we should find Lise and speak with him together.
My Eorzean friends. Saw the smoke, did you? A pity you did not come sooner, though I gather you were busy elsewhere.
Gosetsu! You're alive. You're all alive.
And full of vim and vigor. Did I not tell you I was no stranger to chains?
The fighting cannot have lasted long. Where are all the Imperials?
Fled. They stood their ground for a time, until it became clear that their Korgian reinforcements would not be coming. We took some few casualties, but my deeper regret is having let Yotsuyu slip through my fingers. That bodyguard of hers may be a half-wit, but he's a mean bastard on the battlefield.
In any event, I imagine all involved are satisfied with this outcome. So far as the Empire is concerned, the Confederacy attacked Asari in retaliation for the Viceroy's actions. And without the aid of insurrectionists, I might add. Suffice it to say, we are prepared to be the subject of their undivided attention for the foreseeable future.
Domus shall be free, this we swear.
An impossible claim, yet one spoken with such conviction that I cannot choose but believe it.
Your assistance would be most welcome. Nevertheless, we shall do our utmost to spare you undue danger. We are already in your debt.
Nay, little miss, all debts are paid. For by your deeds, many still live who elsewise would not. Let both parties count their blessings, and may fortune continue to favor us all.
You still seek to bring freedom to our people, then? You will go to Yansha?
I have faith that our allies yet live. Once we have found them, we will plan our next step.
Yansha was the crucible of the rebellion. What happened here pales in comparison to what Yotsuyo did there. Remember this. Fear changes men. Have care in whom you place your trust.
And with that, we must take our wounded home. Oh, your shellback friend sends his regards and looks forward to your next meeting. Try not to die before then, eh?
Alright, and that clears up that quest. Let's see, I would say let's grab this here. Alright, Gosetsu. You did well, Prince. Were it not for the tremendous strength and bravery of you and yours, many innocent souls would have suffered terrible fates. Though I knew the Confederacy would be loath to meet the Imperials in battle, I also knew that if any could win them over, it would be you. Truly, yours is a heroic spirit that inspires men to rise above their circumstances, to strive for something greater. It would be an honor to travel with you again. Now then, let us not squander the Confederacy's gift. Yangsha and my countrymen await. There is a tunnel to the southwest. We need but follow it to reach our destination. With me. Alright. It must be this right here then. Now before we leave, is there anything that I'm missing here? Nothing that I can see here. I'm just checking, once again, looking for different quests that unlock features. Let me check my settings again real quick here, because I don't think that's got everything I want. I don't want that. Yeah, I guess that's gonna have to be it. Okay, here we go. So, once again, we've reached this screen. We need to choose an instance to go into. Let's go into number 1. Meanwhile, on the shores of Othard.
We cannot rest here for long. This place is not safe. Mayhap nowhere is, if thieves can breach our vaults. Nevertheless, it is our duty to protect these treasures, and we shall not fail for want of effort.
So, this is why you abandoned your posts. And without a word of explanation at that. Rather thoughtless of you, was it not?
Lady Yotsuyo, pray forgive us our absence, but our home was under attack, our vaults plundered by outsiders.
Did you even pause to consider the possibility that it might be a diversion? What is the point of contracting your services if you are not here when they are required? It is my solemn charge to bring these vermin to heel. To torment them, body and soul, until all they hold dear is as bitter ashes in their mouths. And then you go and ruin everything! Well, there's naught to be gained in belaboring the point. All that remains is to administer your punishment.
Wait, my lady!
No, it's no good. There's just no joy in it. No release. There needs to be some investment. They were negligent imbeciles deserving of punishment, but it was hardly personal. 10,000 such Korjin could not satisfy me half so well as a single dollar. And what do we have here? One of the vaunted treasures of the Red? The craftsmanship is certainly impressive. Mayhap we can use it to make amends.
How long before Lord Xenos reinstates me, do you reckon? I've got unfinished business back in Eorzea.
Is serving me really so unbearable? At least pretend to enjoy, you witless lump! If you are so desperate to earn a way back to Eorzea, then be quiet and do as you're told. And bring that sword while you're at it.
I remember the silence. How the talking stopped when we first set foot on the plains of Yansha. Before us stood yet another wall, and through a great Magitech field we glimpsed Doma Castle. I'll never forget the sight, or the anger I felt that day. Life, liberty, hope, so much lost, so much taken. As we walked through that war-torn land, no one said a word.
Alright, so we have arrived in Yansha. Let's speak to Gosetsu here. Yes, this is far enough. Ere we proceed further, I should speak of Yansha, and what became of her, of what lies beyond the Great Wall at the heart of Doma. And we should be glad to hear it. But it is wise for us to have this conversation. But isn't it wise for us to have this conversation here, on the road and out in the open? Once, your caution would be warranted, but no longer. Xenos did not linger after he crushed the rebellion. He appointed Yasuyu to act in his stead and quit these lands for fresh sport. The acting viceroy was no less merciless than her master. Without warning, her men would march into villages and search for radical elements, killing and torturing any who dared resist, and then, as quickly as they had come, they left. Satisfied that the memory of the purges would keep the people in line, she relaxed her grip on Yansha. What need for the leash when the dog is broken? The village of Namai lies to the west. Though I doubt the Imperials are present, let us proceed with caution. Alright, so, once we get into town, I would say first thing we gotta do is hit the Aetherite. I'll come back to the quest in just a moment. Alright, let's make our way back out and continue the quest. There she is, the humble village of Namai. How delicious her rice, how sweet her persimmons. Too long has it been since I saw her with my own eyes, and for mercy, the Imperials appear to be absent. Let no man claim that I am reckless. Prudence has ever been my watchword. Prince, venture closer, if you would, and confirm that there are no soldiers lurking about.
We may be in luck. I don't see a single Imperial soldier.
Then there is no need to remain hidden. Let us go and greet them as friends.
I'm going too.
Good people of Namai, hearken to me. We come in peace and desire only information, to learn of recent events.
Now that's the Gosetsu I know.
Isn't that the General?
Lord Gosetsu. Kami, preserve your right. He lives.
I say, brothers and sisters, is aught amiss? Why do you regard me as one with a wild beast? Why is there fear in your eyes? Why do you tremble so? Ah, but of course, you fear me a vengeful spirit of the dead. Rest assured, naught could be further from the truth. For am I not corporeal? Are my feet not firmly set upon the ground?
What should we do? If they catch him here, you know what will happen.
Of all the times for him to turn up, has the old fool lost his mind?
You! But why have you come here? What do you want from us?
I know not who you are to speak thus to your elders, boy, but mine only desire is to be received with the hospitality owed a humble traveler, not the fear and trepidation one might afford a wrathful shade.
What you going on about? Actually, never mind, just come with me, now!
Alright, let's see who this guy is. I don't know who you people think you are, but do you have any idea what would happen to us if you were found in our village? Again, you address us with unwarranted spite. I have let your impropriety pass until now, but no longer. Who are you, boy, to speak to me thus? Know you not who I am? I am Issei of Namai, a farmer. I like my father before me, and his father before him. I wouldn't expect a man like you to know who I am, but I know you. We all do. Lord Kyan's retainer and leader of the rebellion, Gosetsu, notorious fugitive, wanted dead or alive by the Empire. Is that what this is all about? I am hardly the first man to earn the ire of the Empire, nor will I be the last. Was not Namai home to brave and true warriors who fought beneath our banners for king and country? They fought, and they died, every last one, and then the Imperials came looking for more, because of them. They were this close to killing us all, to burning our village to the ground. We've only just begun to enjoy some semblance of peace. Never again, do you understand? We've had enough of you and yours. Whatever it is you're plotting, leave us out of it. Impassioned as his pleas may be, surely he must know that I cannot leave things as they are. But for now, I shall respect his wishes. We must continue on towards our final destination, the House of the Fierce. Proud headquarters of the Doman Liberation Front. There is a secret entrance to the north of Nomai, by way of a small spring. Come, I will show you. Well, let's make our way to the north then. Rainy day out here today. This way, this way! We must dive into the water. Have no fear, Prince. It is but a short distance. You need not hold your breath for long. Well, this is a quick trip to another Aetheryte. Ha ha ha! How invigorating! Congratulations, my friends. You are come to the House of the Fierce. Alright, let's see what we've got. Oh, this stuff is starting to gain on us here in terms of when we're going to be able to start using it. Let's see here. Let's go with the Savage Might materia. You are PrinceBrightstar, are you not? We were told of your coming. Heroes of Eorzea, we of the Doman Liberation Front are honored to receive you. If you would be so good as to follow me.
This is the House of the Fierce, but there are so few of them.
Many kindred spirits remain in hiding following the rebellion. Many others gave their lives for their nation. We are a stubborn remainder. Even accounting for our comrades in the field, we are at a fraction of our former strength, 'tis true. Yet we few are patriots. Brothers in arms, prepared to fight with every fiber of our being to set our people free.
Ever are we hopeful that others will join our cause, but never did I dream that you would journey so far.
Yukiri! Gods, it's good to see you. You look great, by the way. Have you been here long?
I returned but recently, having concluded my mission. Oh, it is good to see you again, my friends.
Did I hear aright? Your mission is concluded? Then you have found the young master.
Ere we speak of that, I would know by what fortuitous circumstance our friends came to be here. The Empire's crimes are all too familiar. Lys, my heart goes out to your people.
We wanted to stay and fight, believe me, but we knew it wouldn't work. We needed more time to rebuild, and more allies to stand with us against the Empire. So we decided to come here and help you free Doma. To show everyone that you're not alone, and that the Garleans can be beaten if we work together. I'd like to think we proved that in the Ruby Sea.
That you did, Lys, and far more besides. Needless to say, your assistance would be most welcome.
Hear, hear. Now then, Yugiri, you must tell me of your search for our master.
Lest you wonder, he speaks of Lord Hien, son of Lord Cayenne, who perished during the rebellion. When it became clear that all hope of victory had gone, Lord Hien bade us deliver as many of our people as we could to safety beyond our borders. But as his father's heir, he was determined to fight on, and so he did, until he suffered a grievous wound in battle and vanished without a trace. Until now. For I have found Lord Hien, seen and spoken with him, on the Azim steppe.
O boundless and merciful Kami, the young master lives. Tell me, was he well? Did his wound yet ail him? Where is he now? Have you brought him back to us?
You may take comfort in the knowledge that he is hale and whole. However, when I invited him to return with me to Doma, he had this to say. If Doma yet thirsts for the blood of patriots and tyrants, I shall offer unto her my blade. But if she has had her fill of bitter draughts, I shall offer unto her conquerors my head. Thrice did I declare to him that no true son or daughter of Doma would ever accept such a sacrifice. But for all my passion, he would not be swayed. Learn the truth of her heart and return to me, he said. And so I left him.
The words of one made to wear the mantle of leadership too soon. Yet there is wisdom in them all the same. If the people no longer yearn to be free, 'twould be folly to rekindle the fires of war.
To suffer our master, to surrender his life and forsake all hope of freedom is by far the greater folly. I will not go to face my fallen comrades having done naught to stop it.
Nor I, Shadow Walker, nor I. But we need not rouse our comrades to battle this day. Let us instead welcome our honored guests and allow them a moment of respite.
Alright, let us speak to Alzay here. As you can see, they went to great lengths to disable the Aetheryte. Apparently, in the twilight days of the rebellion, they fear that Xenos would be willing to risk sending unattuned conscripts. That said, it is hardly irreversible. They have the necessary materials. It would be a challenge to repair it alone, but mayhap with my brother's help. Okay, so this is basically something we're gonna have to earn then. Until then, we have the villager outside. You should hear this, Prince. He was just telling me about Xenos and the rebellion. What you have to understand is that it was not a simple matter of numbers. The bulk of the 12th never even took the field. It was Xenos' stratagems that won the war. They were unlike anything we had ever seen. His formations were unorthodox, bewildering. We honestly thought he had him on the back foot. One moment we were pressing home our advantage, the next we were surrounded and at his mercy. And then he stood before us, his cornered prey. Alone and unarmed, he beckoned us to come forward and fight for our lives. One by one, my comrades charged, fearless and unflinching. He would dance amidst their blades for a time, and then draw close, as if to embrace. One after another, he made us watch. Do you understand? He made us watch. Sounds like what happened back at Rhalgr's Reach. What kind of monster enjoys killing people? I do not think there was any joy in it, nor justice, nor morality, nor meaning. To him, the weight of one life is no different from that of 1,000. A challenge had been issued and was accepted, but on finding us no challenge at all, his objective changed. There were tales of Imperial soldiers being flayed for slaughtering families, for breaking brave men's spirits. Only later did I come to understand why. He did not desire obedience, he desired hate, and men consumed by it. A new battle, a new enemy, a new challenge. The hunt, I am told he called it. A hunt without end. And when all our best lay dead and broken, he left. He left, muttering that we had bored him. But our weapons, at least, held his interest, for he took a fallen samurai's sword, having grown fond of it. Since that day, he has ever wielded Far Eastern blades. He is said to be fascinated by ones with storied histories, and so soldiers who seek to curry his favor often present those of defeated enemies as gifts. Okay, when is Gilgamesh showing up? It's like it's all a game to him. People are suffering, dying, and he's collecting swords? We all feel the same, but my lady, you must understand. On the battlefield, reasons do not matter. The victor is not the just, but the strong, and the strong become the heroes of the tale. We were not strong enough. It is not sufficient to be right, to be just. Without strength, our path has but one end. Mobius, to answer your question, eventually I do want to do that. Just keep in mind that when I'm trying to get episodes out for PSO2 currently, I need it to be of high enough quality that not only am I able to present it on YouTube, but I can also use it in the retrospective that I'm creating. And as such, all of that footage needs to be captured through Fraps instead. And I know that Fraps does not interact correctly with OBS, so unfortunately there really isn't much that I can do towards that for the time being. Eventually I do hope to do kind of viewer get-togethers, especially since we do have the PvP area as well as the challenge area, but my previous attempts to do that have resulted in really not many players showing up at all, so that's why I'm still hoping to kind of grow here, and eventually we'll have enough players that I can start doing that. But definitely not for the story. I would not be doing live streams for the story. That I'm going to stick with the process I currently have. Mayhap a brief respite is in order. Were I 20 years younger, these wounds would not warrant a second glance. Alas, no samurai has the strength to defeat that villain old age. But what say you to the House of the Fierce? Compared to your rising stones, it may seem somewhat lacking. But it has been a haven these past 10 years to all who would set Doma free. Regrettably, our efforts in that time have come to little and less. When the Emperor died, we were so sure the hour of our liberation was at hand, but Xeno soon put paid to that, and with the aid of Yotsuyu and the secrets she sold. Prince, I do hope you have taken this opportunity to rest and recover. It is well that you spoke with one of the survivors of that massacre. To defeat one's foe, one must first understand his true nature. As the Alamegan resistance has struggled, so too has the Doman Liberation Front. More so, perhaps, given the precarious position in which we find ourselves in the wake of our doomed rebellion. We are few, and our enemies legion. We are weak, and they strong. Yet with your help, I believe that there is little we cannot achieve. I only hope the depth of our predicament has not shaken your commitment to our cause. No, I relish it. I relish the challenge. You relish the thought of facing that monster again? But of course, the hero of Eorzea fears no foe. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead and grab this one. Now then, I should be glad to discuss our next course of action. Though now that I think on it, I myself have been away from Doma for some time, and even after my return, the search for Lord Hien commanded my full attention. Mayhap it would be to both our benefit if we were to see the reality of Doma for ourselves, for did my lord not bid me learn the truth of her heart? Let us do this together, Prince. Let us go among the people, and with our own eyes bear witness to their hardship. As a foreigner in these lands, your reputation does not precede you. Moreover, unlike Gosetsu, I can accompany you without attracting unwanted attention. I'd like to join you, if that's alright. By all means, we should be glad of your company and your perspective. Nemaya's not far. I say we begin there. Alright, so let us teleport over to Nemai now. And they appear to be over there to the east. Ah, Prince, I am glad to see that you too put thought into your garments given the covert nature of our activities. What are you saying? I should think my reason's obvious. To enter the village while wearing the garb of the shinobi would be beyond reckless. We shall pose as traveling merchants, Prince as our leader, and we as his assistants. Are there any objections? I'm not really the merchant type, but if you think this is the best way to go about it, I'll trust you. Then without further ado, let us begin. Alright, let's grab the Falcon Porter here. And that way we have the spot saved. You, a merchant? Forgive me my skepticism, but you strike me less a man of commerce and more a common sellsword. I guess I can give my best impression of Hancock. That does little to assuage my doubts, and if anything makes me clutch my coin purse tighter. Alright, so we're probably going to have to talk to different people to eventually get the information we need. A traveling merchant with meat, perchance? Bah, better not to know when I have so little coin. I feel your eyes upon me. You know not the Lupin? Surely you have not been long in Yangsha, else you would. For generations we served the lords of Doma, compassionate and wise as they were. The memories of such times fade with every passing day, as others will tell you. Maybe I gave the wrong option here. Let's just give our best smile. I stand corrected. Such a warm and cordial nature you possess. I pray you forgive me my earlier rudeness. It has been some time since the Viceroy came to our village to purge it of insurgents. Those who resisted suffered terribly, and those who did not fared little better. We who remain know better than to risk her ire. If the Imperials demand laborers, we comply. If they demand conscripts to send as soldiers to other provinces, we obey. Ours is a difficult life, with little in the way of luxuries. I know not what you sell, merchant, but I doubt that I, nor anyone else here, can afford it. Alright, let's see who else we can talk to here. Weren't you the one who came with the general? No? I see. My mistake. It warms my heart to see traveling merchants in Namai again. Though the Imperials never sealed our borders, folks like you have taken to avoiding Yangsha ever since the rebellion. Unfortunately, that has only made it harder for us to survive. You may have noticed, but we lack for a great many things. It was not much better before, true, but it has only gotten worse. Alright. So, in this particular case, let's see, how far is this? That's actually pretty far. We'll skip that one. Just for reference, yesterday I was at about 400 marks. I'm at 638, so I am trying to catch those whenever I can. Okay, the last person's up there. In what appear to be rice fields. Foreign peddlers. In Namai? Whatever it is you sell, I have no money to buy. Perhaps you could go elsewhere. Saying that, I know of no village in Yangsha that has fared any better. Once, I would have directed you to the samurai lords of Monzen, had they not all died in battle or in the purges. There is the Doman Enclave, of course, but that lies beyond the Dairu Moon Gates. Needless to say, the Imperials are disinclined to let any but their own pass. Alright, let us speak to Yagiri. Prince, what have you learned? Lise and I encountered much the same. They have been pushed beyond the brink. I expected frustration and disillusionment, but not so much that they would come to question the wisdom of opposing Imperial rule in the first place. Unless we can convince them otherwise, I fear I cannot convince Lord Kian to return, and without him... Let us not yet lose hope. Though the situation in Namai is bleak, mayhap it is not so elsewhere. I wish to speak with others outside the village. Lise and I will look for farmers in the paddies to the east. Prince, I ask that you look to the south. Surely they cannot all have given in to despair. Alright, to the south we go. Actually, we've got some unlockables here, it looks like. Alright, so that will be an Aether Current. You have doubtless already taken in the paddy fields that fill Namai. We rice farmers consider our paddies as children. They certainly require just as much attention. There is rarely a day we do not worry about pests or something else that might do our fields harm. If you would like to know more about life in our village, Why don't you try helping us tend to our patties? Speak with my husband, Agita. I know he will be glad for any help he can get. I wish I would stop arriving at places at night. Actually, no, we did reach this place during the day. It just turned night very quickly. You would like to help me tend my fields? That sounds fantastic to me. There aren't too many young folk left in the village, and rice farming is hard work, let me tell you. Firstly, I would have you remove the arrowheads from my fields. It is a pesky weed that inhabits the growth of rice plants. Come speak with me again once you are done. Seems fairly straightforward. I see you have worked up quite a sweat. Thanks for helping. Namai is actually a local term for the arrowhead. It does make you wonder just who thought naming a village after a weed was a good idea. Next, we need to deal with any pests that lurk in the patties. Although it will not be your job per se, we shall use the house sparrows I have trained for the task. I'll keep them in this bird cage. Please set them free near my paddy fields. Once they have all flown from the cage, clap your hands. I have trained them to recognize that as their signal to begin working. Right, I see an aether current over there, so let me grab that before we get started. There we go. Okay, let us hop off Embar and use the bird cage. I guess we have to click on it then. Okay, and so we have a group of house sparrows. Clap near the sparrows to get them to start searching for pests. And off they go. Thank you so much for all your help. I will not be needing to worry about pests for the time being. I have told my wife to give you some compensation for your troubles. Go on ahead and talk to her. I still have work to take care of here. Thanks for stopping by, Mobius. Hello again. I do hope the work was not too hard on you. It is not an easy job, with a sense of satisfaction when you are able to taste the very rice you have reaped. Words do not do the sensation justice. Harvest is still a long way off, but we are ready to put the work in. All we need is a little help from the weather and things will be fine. Oh my, I almost forgot. Here's your payment for today. Alright, let's see what we got. So, this is level 64. Vitality is slightly higher. Alright, I believe this is the point where we're going to start replacing our regular gear then. Alright, let's check out that other one that unlocks stuff. And that's also an Aether current one. Hello there, traveler. I require your help if you have the time. While I belong to the Doman Liberation Front, I am also a proud resident of Namai with my own responsibilities to the village. I have been told to guard this spring and under no circumstances am I to leave my post. However, there is another job related to the village I need to take care of. I was hoping you might do it in my stead. Here, take this liquid and sprinkle it around the area over there. You have my thanks. Okay. So when you say there, you mean in multiple spots around the village. That one's kind of far as well. Okay, here's the third spot. I know it seems strange to go after Aether Currents, but this is what you gotta do in order to start flying in an area. Looks like the rest are all to the south here. Okay, one left. All the way down there. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this in. Finished already? Fantastic. No doubt you are wondering just why that liquid smells so foul. Well, it is made from a mix of pungent ingredients, animal innards, resin, and garlic to name a few. It does a fantastic job of keeping the beasts at bay. One of my friends in the Alamegan Resistance taught me how to make it. Oh, and you will want to give your clothes, let us see, 3 thorough scrubbings ought to do it. Alright. That one is also kind of far. Alright, so let us make our way to the southern villages now. Looks like there's someone in trouble here. Oh, Hadred! There we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you hadn't come along, I don't know what I would have done. What am I doing out here? Oh, looking for flowers. I need some for my parents' grave. The ones my brothers and I usually bring are yellow, because it was my mother's favorite color. And I'm under attack. I'm gonna step away for a moment. Let's see. The ones my brother and I usually bring are yellow because it was my mother's favorite color. You haven't seen any, have you? Alright, so we gotta find those flowers now. Alright, let's grab the flower. rather not grab the attention of that rhino beetle there. There we go. Only yellow ones will do. Mother wouldn't have wanted anything else. Well, here you go. Ah, you found some. Thank you so much, sir. That's twice you've saved me now. If you have some time to spare, maybe you could come with me? I'm sure Mother and Father would want to meet the man who showed me such kindness. We buried them on a cliff to the west of the village. There's a path through the terraces. I'll show you. Are they talking about a cliff up there? Yeah, that would seem to be the case. I'd say let's not waste any time here. Okay, from here we can start to climb up this way. And I spy an aether current. Actually gives you a really nice view of the area here. We got a broken bridge over there. Some kind of a... If I had to take a guess, like some kind of a... just a giant tower. Maybe a castrum? Let's see. We're here. Just give me a moment to put down the flowers and I'll introduce you. They love to meet travelers and hear tales of faraway places. Maybe you could tell one about your homeland? Azumi? Azumi, are you there? Azumi! What in the... You should not be here. Get away from my sister. Don't be so rude. He saved me from monsters, brother. He even helped me pick flowers for Mother and Father. Go back to the village now. You're scaring me. I said go. Stay inside and lock the door until I return. Don't think me ungrateful. My sister is the only family I have. If you saved her, then thank you. But it changes nothing. I asked you to leave, and now I'm asking you again. I'm not going to report you to the Imperials or anything stupid like that, but it's too dangerous for you to stay here, so please, I'm begging you, just leave us alone. She said your parents were buried here. So she told you, did she? Yes, that's right. My mother and father believed in the rebellion. They left to fight for Lord Kyan. They came home on a cart driven by Imperial soldiers. The soldiers demanded that the families of the insurgents present themselves, or else they'd burn the whole village to the ground. So we did. What choice did we have? They beat us in the village square, with their hands, with sticks, with anything. They kicked us while we lay on the ground, begging for mercy. They made us denounce my mother and father, call them fools, call them traitors, say they deserved to die. I heard them laugh, but I dared not look up. One leaned close and whispered in my ear what he'd do to my sister if they had to come back. They're gone, but they're never far. All it takes is the wrong word in the wrong ear, and they'll return. And then I'll have to dig another grave, if I'm lucky. Whatever you came here to do, leave us out of it. If you want to fight the Imperials, go and fight them on your own. You can't help us. No one can. And this is all we've got. So please, don't take it from us. You know, I could use the echo right about now to get an eye. Alright, let's turn in the quest. You're come at a good time, Prince. We but recently completed our inquiries. What of yours? I was not aware of these events. The boy, Issei, he told you all of this? Such disgraceful, despicable crimes. If I knew the men responsible, I would not hesitate to hunt them down and... Forgive me, that outburst was unbecoming. The more I learn of the Imperial's actions in my absence, the more difficult I find it to marshal my emotions. Could Lord Hyan have foreseen this? That our people's spirits would be broken so? Though at first, I scoffed at his pronouncement, it feels all too possible now that he might resolve to surrender himself. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, we are definitely replacing things now. So let's grab these gloves. Despite everything we have seen and learned, I refuse to renounce this cause. We should return to the House of the Fierce and consult with our comrades. Perhaps together we might... Did you hear that? Quickly, we must find a place to hide. Now we've got even more of these here. And they are all tied to aether currents, it looks like.
Imperials.
Why are you milling about like a pack of slack-jawed mongrels? Form a line! Now! Finally. I come before you today to deliver an announcement of the highest import. So listen well. While on a charitable mission to Isari village, the acting viceroy and her personal guard came under attack from Confederate forces. This brazen, unconscionable act cannot and will not go unanswered. As loyal subjects of the Empire, who enjoy her safety and prosperity, you have a duty to defend her as well. There is no cause for alarm. We have no intention of sending ill-trained fodder to the front line. Those who are selected will be expected to perform rudimentary tasks, cleaning and maintenance and so forth. You will serve only as long as you are needed. Afterwards, you'll be free to return to your homes. You first.
The Empire has no pressing need of cleaners. This is but a thinly veiled attempt to intimidate those who supported the Confederacy's actions, and isolate any whose loyalty they already suspect.
And lastly, you. That should suffice for now.
Don't worry. I will be back before you know it. Listen to the elders while I'm away, and do not play outside the village. Everything is going to be fine. I love you, all right? Remember that I love you.
We thank you for your cooperation. Rest assured that this will all be over very soon, once the Confederacy has been made to pay our own ruby tithe.
There's no telling what might happen to those people. We have to help them.
And we shall, but before all else, we must needs ascertain their destination. I doubt this is the first village the Garleans have visited, nor is it like to be the last. I will track these men. Will you help me? Pray return to our headquarters and tell the others what you saw here. Should we have need of reinforcements, I would know that they are ready.
But I should be going with you. I came here to fight!
Soon enough, Lise. Soon enough. For now, we must proceed with caution.
I know that. I do. It's just... when I saw them rounding those people up... Look, if anything happens, anything at all, you'd better call for us. I mean it, Yugiri. Anything at all.
Alright, let's speak to Yugiri. Regardless of what the officer claimed, I fear they have crueler designs for these people. With me, Prince. We must hurry. Alright, before we do that, let us just confirm if this one over here is also for an Aether Current. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm gonna come back to those later. There's Yagiri. Given the circumstances, we must make every effort to refrain from needless violence. Here, it is a shinobi's tool for when a more discreet approach is required. Use it with these darts. They are coated with an alchemical reagent that induces a deep sleep. There are soldiers patrolling ahead. Were circumstances different, we could engage them directly, but for the villagers' sake, we dare not risk it. We will use our blowguns to incapacitate them, regardless of your familiarity with such weapons. You are a veteran warrior, and I'm sure it will come naturally to you. Nevertheless, practice is in order. There, the soldier on the hill below. Take aim and fire. If the dart finds its mark, he should fall within moments. Search your surroundings for the Imperial soldier. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target the soldier and use the blowgun with the left mouse button. Alright, I believe I see him down there. Got him. Well done, my friend. Now give me your map. There is a vantage point from which you may observe and fire upon the other soldiers. Worry not. I shall be with you every step of the way, keeping watch for other patrols. We shall speak again on the other side of the river. Okay. So we're basically gonna have to do this as we go here then. But this seems like a new way of doing gameplay here. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Alright. There goes one. Two. Three. Is he too far? There we go. And there's the last one. The last Imperial soldier crumples to the ground asleep. You put away your blowgun and prepare to rejoin Yagiri. I see an aether current, as well as another one of those flying sharks. I am curious about that guy, though. Oh, did he completely run off? There's your Giri. Excellent work, Prince. They appear to be none the wiser. The villagers are being held in the castrum to the south, Fulminus. Once it was the base of operations for the Garlean occupation, until 10 or so years ago, when they relocated to Doma Castle. Now the castrum serves as little more than a storage facility. I spy 2 sentries near the gate. As you have proven yourself to have impeccable aim, I would ask you to incapacitate them. This very hill should afford you a clear shot. Alright, let's take up our point. There's one. There's the other. The 2 sentries slumber side by side. No others appear to be forthcoming. Fine work, Prince. You have a gift for the ways of the shinobi. The way is clear. Let us move closer and see what has become of the villagers. Sir, the An from the other villages are assembled for inspection. Very good. I will address them personally. Attention! Shortly you will all be transported to the facility on the distant shore. Your duties, as you have been previously informed, will be rudimentary in nature. More specifically, you will be tasked with the repair and maintenance of various arms and armaments, as well as Magitech devices. Magitech? But we're farmers. We don't know the first thing about Magitech. It'd take us months, if not years, to learn how to do that kind of work. The material in question was damaged when your kith and kin rose up in rebellion. Therefore, you bear responsibility for its repair. If you cannot perform your duties, you will learn how. If you cannot learn how, then your villages may find themselves at the mercy of the Confederacy and other radical elements. Is that what you want? Deal with this rabble. I am needed at the castle. There is no temporary measure. Those men and women will die in servitude. Once they are taken to the other facility, it will be too late. If we are to intervene, we must do so now. Agreed? Then let us be about it. Alright, let's see. Let's grab that. And we have reached level 66. And that gave us enhanced cover. So it reduces damage received from a covered player by 20%. So that might actually make it useful for tanks to cover each other then, if they're both paladins, since it would reduce the incoming damage that the one is covering from the other. Due to the urgency of the situation, we must still proceed with the utmost caution to ensure the safety of the villagers. To wit, we must infiltrate the castrum without raising the alarm. I will deal with any soldiers near the entrance. Stand watch for others approaching from the north until you hear my signal. For mercy, you spy no Imperial patrols bound for the Castrum. A hawk's cry pierces the silence. Yugiri is waiting. Speak softly, lest the others hear us. What of the outside? That is good. We may proceed as planned. These ones shall not wake soon. However, the others are too close to the villagers. Incapacitating them as I did these ones is far too risky. Fortunately, a solution presents itself. I would have you disguise yourself as an Imperial soldier and convince them that a changing of the guard is in order. You have your pick of uniforms. They shall not protest. My biggest concern here is that apparently none of these have a tailhole. Oh well. I guess this one will have to be the best fit. Upon further consideration, you realize that such ambition would better serve you on the battlefield. What? Although this uniform is a little large for your taste, with a few minor adjustments, it appears as though it could suffice. With all due care and consideration, you relieve the sleeping soldier of their uniform. You have chosen one to your liking, then? Excellent. I shall hide these where none will find them. Our sleeping beauties have been laid to rest in their bunks. Oh, and while I was in the barracks, I happened upon these spare uniforms, in case the items in your possession are not to your liking. Alright, let's see. This Kabuto and Teko should match the Uwagi Hakama and Choka in your possession. And with that, you have a full set. I am sure that once you change, it will seem as though it was bespoke. You will need to give the soldiers guarding the villagers a proper Imperial salute to complete the deception and convince them to come here, where I will be waiting to deal with them. Alright, so we need to get into uniform here. Now, did it put everything in my bag, though? Yes, it did. Okay. So, let's see. Alright, and then... there's that. And that. And that should be everything. Changing of the guard, is it? About bloody time. Just looking at these on is making me depressed. Reminds me of when I was in their shoes, pissing myself in fear. Is it time already? Not that I'm complaining, mind, but I thought the others would be gone longer. Alright, let us return to Yugiri. These ones shall sleep soundly along with the others. With that, there are no more soldiers to trouble us. You can dispose of that accursed uniform, too. It is time to guide the villagers to freedom. Oh, how about that? Even with what I did earlier, it put the Shire back on. Maybe it's because it sees the crit rate there. Oh well.
Listen to me, all of you. We have dealt with the Imperials for now, but you must flee this place, quickly.
Dealt with them? Oh no. You didn't kill them, did you?
Are you mad? There's no escaping the Empire. Running will only make it worse.
To stay is to die. You know this to be true. Even if you lack the will to fight, surely you have the will to live! Or has that, too, been beaten out of you? Is this what has become of Doma?
You were Lord Hien's retainer, trained to fight without fear and obey without question. Well, we're not. We're lost and afraid. We hate this, all of this, but we can't do a damn thing to change it. And trying will only make it worse. It's a pathetic existence, but it's all we got. And when people like you come here pretending it can be different, it doesn't help, all right?
Peace, boy. Peace. She came to help, and for that we should be grateful.
Elder, your face.
We all have scars. Some too many to bear. Too many battles. Too much lost, our friends, our family, even our liege. We who survived are forced to bend the knee, to sell our souls and surrender our dignity. How are we to lift our heads when this shame weighs so heavily upon us? Your courage, your resolve, they are as salt in our wounds.
If they only knew what you would do for them, my lord. You have made your plight clear, and I shall impose my will no more. But know this, brothers and sisters of Doma. For all you have suffered, for all the horror and the ignominy, you are still here. You are still alive. My lord, My lord prays you value your life as highly as he does. As for me, I swear by all the kami in creation that I will free you from this torment, no matter the cost.
If the Imperials come for me, I will tell them we were tricked by an Ori woman.
Tell them whatever you must, to keep your loved ones safe.
Why would you... After everything?
Alright, and mount speed in Yangsha has increased. Nice. Apologies, Prince. I was lost in thought. Mayhap they have the right of it. Mayhap we are fools for urging them to rise once more. Yet I believe, I have to believe, that in their hearts of hearts, they still... Now is not the time. We must finish what we started. I have in my possession a powerful medicine that befuddles the mind and memories. We must administer it to the soldiers ere they wake. The medicines will leave the soldiers confused and unable to clearly recall recent events. They will suspect that they fell asleep at their posts and be reluctant to discuss it with others. It is not more than a temporary measure, but we dare not kill them for the sake of the villagers. Tend to the last two I put to sleep. I shall see to the others. And they should be back over here. Alright, now where to put them? Ah, over there. Alright, let us administer the medicine. Father, is that you? And let's do the same for the other. Here we go. And let's use the medicine. I want to go home. Alright, let's head after Yagiri. There she is.
Forgive me for making you search. It calms me, the sound. It helps me to remember the sway of the ocean when I close my eyes. Despite the many great and noble things I said, in truth I am not of Doma. I was born beneath the waves of the Ruby Sea.
Which we already know.
To think that you were there, that you even spoke with my mother and father. They are in good health, then. The knowledge is of great comfort to me. That I might have the strength to protect my home from the Empire, I left to learn the secrets of the shinobi. Day and night we trained, ever striving to exceed our mental and physical limits. After a time, my skills were recognized, and I was dispatched to assist the Doman Liberation Front. It was then that I met Lord Kaien and his son, and their loyal samurai, Gosetsu. Good men all, brave and true, so clear their eyes, so pure their purpose. Any shinobi would have been proud to serve them and Doma. But, in the end, I will always be of the sea. Every day, I pray for my home and for the people I left behind, that they might be spared the wages of war and live in peace, untouched by this madness. I confessed this to Lord Hien once. Do you know what he said to me? He said, "Good. We are better for the conviction of our allies, and draw inspiration from their example. What is weak alone may together grow stronger." Never did I lose faith in them. Even when all was lost and I led our people to Eorzea, I clung to the belief that our dream would one day be realized. But when I gazed into those eyes bereft of hope, when those broken men balked at liberty, the dream was shattered.
It will not always be so.
So I pray, and thus do I labor to see a new day dawn, regardless of my misgivings. When all is said and done, we can but carry on, together. An Imperial airship. It is bound for Doma Castle. Quickly, we must rejoin the others.
Alright, let us return back to the House of the Fierce. And we need to make our way into the spring to the north. Hard landing, but at least I went into the water. Come, come, we must tell the others of this airship, or hear what they know of it.
There you are. What happened? Are the villagers all right?
We freed them, along with many others. Gosetsu, we spied an airship bound for the castle. Know you aught of it?
Aye, that we do. The Crown Prince is come to Doma.
We suspect this is a result of recent events in Girabania. Our defeat notwithstanding, there appears to be some concern in Garlemald that subversive elements may be rallying in other provinces. Though Yotsuyu governs Doma, Xenos remains the province's anointed viceroy, and it would seem he has come to assess the current situation in person.
If Xenos is here, we must seize this opportunity and kill him.
Would that it were so simple, Lady Yugiri. You may recall that we encountered Xenos at Rolga's Reach. We have seen firsthand what he can do. His power defies explanation. He faced the Alliance, the Resistance, and the Scions, and he defeated us all. We survived and learned from the experience, it is true. But if we are to defeat him, it will not be through simple opportunism. We will require a flawless plan.
We know his strengths. A prodigious swordsman trained from childhood by the finest Imperial tutors, reputed to be without equal on the battlefield, which is why we must not meet him there. Nay, we keep to the shadows, the domain of the shinobi, and thence we strike. You need only give me the chance.
Were this but a matter of personal revenge, I would not presume to bar your path, for I myself crave that same vengeance. But to draw steel against the Emperor's son is a grave decision, and one that will shape our nation's future. Do not forget Lord Hien's words.
What, that we should sheathe our swords if the people lack the will to fight? I will not squander this opportunity. If we do naught, our master's life is forfeit.
Even should you succeed, Xenos' death will not win Doma her freedom. More likely, her doom. Can we defend our people against the Empire's retribution? We few against a legion? Do not be a fool, child!
Mayhap I am a fool with foolish dreams of a future that will never be. But I cannot, I will not forsake them!
Yugiri, wait!
What now?
Alright, let's see what we've got here. And yep, that is going to be new pants for us. Alright, and so with that, Yugiri has gone off on her own to do whatever she can. And we are going to speak with Gosetsu about a plan of action on the next episode. Thank you for joining me today. This is PrinceBrightstar signing off. I'll catch you next time.